Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Azine Williams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. If you're new to this channel, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Permit me to officially crush on these ladies. Like, I've seen these pictures and I am so overwhelmed. If I were a guy, trust me, I would have been shooting my shots on these ladies, but I'm not a guy, so I just have to crush on them because they look so beautiful. First on my list is Mercy, aka Lambo. Yes, she is looking so beautiful in this, her black skirt and this top. I love it. Second is CC. They share almost the same look, or they shared almost the same look in these pictures, but she is looking bang. Like, you know me, I love good things. I can't keep my mouth shut when I see good things, and they are looking so beautiful. The next on my list is none other than Nina herself. It's as if ever since she gave birth, I've been seeing her pictures. She is looking clean. She's looking beautiful. I'm not saying she wasn't clean. Like, I don't know how to use it. Like, when somebody is looking clean, classy. And this picture, I'm loving it. And I'm so proud of Tacha. I saw her pictures for the Oppo phones that are yet to be released, and I am super proud of her. So permit me to crush on those beautiful ladies today. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about Big Brother. So what exactly is the color of Wathoni's problem? Because I want to know the color. Is it red? Is it onions purple? Is it ugu green? Is it Gary yellow? Because I do not understand. What is her problem really? What is her problem? Okay, so in this picture here, you see her. Yeah, that's her and Tolani. Later, she was joined by, what's the name? Tricky T. Tricky T is another person that is... we've now found the gossip gang, or the gossip gang of this season. Tricky T, Wathoni, Tolani Badge, and who else? Praise was also among them. At some point he joined. I'm like, what is the problem, or what is the color of her problem? First of all, she said, they were talking about the ships in the house, like the relationships in the house. She said she's here to break tables. She was here to break the table of Lilo and Eric. I think it was Tolani Badge said she has a thing for Eric, but she likes Lilo, so she wouldn't do anything about it. And Wathoni said she's just gonna break the table, even for that she has seen that what's her name, Nengi, is no longer drifting towards us, or she's now drifting towards Prince, that she even told her, and Kidwire is somewhere in the mix. She also talked about Kidwire and Erica. I'm like, what is your problem? What is your problem, sis? What is your problem? And then when they mentioned Neo and V, and she was like, oh no, that one is a no-go area. She said Eric came into her bed the first night, so if she wanted something with him, she would have. I think that's Tolani talking. And she also they said that relationships in the house, the relationship of Lilo and Eric in the house went from 1 to 100 real quick. Tricky T also says that first it was Eric and Erica, they were always vibing together. Then Lilo just came like all those cheerleaders and kicked her out of it, and now it's just Lilo and Erica. Tricky T also says he also he was coming out from the house, now told them that Ozo and Erica, that they are hanging out together. And he also said, do they notice that Erica's mood has been, all over the place today, that she's been moody, and he now said that it has something to do with Kid. I'm like, are you serious? We watched it. Like, I watched it. It had nothing to do with Kid, which I will talk about, and Wathoni, because of Aproko, I know me, I do Aproko, but Wathoni's Aproko past my own. Like, basically, babe stood up like she's gonna check. She walked into the room, walked into, I think she said hi or something to V and Neo. Then she came back again and she said, it's also an Erica, that they are having a thing together. I'm like, that she suspected it, that it's gonna happen. I'm like, Meanwhile, Ozo and Erica were not even having any conversation that had to do with love. They were just discussing random things. Ozo was only trying to cheer Erica up, because you all know Erica is that kind of a person. She just loves being by herself. Forming a relationship is not like very easy for her. At some point, she even started crying. So let's not even talk about that now. Let's talk about, this whole Wathoni and Tolani and Tricky T. Tricky T is now looking for, he's now looking more like what will I put it? He's not looking more like a gossip, and I don't know. There's this thing about guys that gossip that gets to me. I don't know how to put it. Yeah. Wathoni feels Nengi likes Prince more than Ozo. She said, she's coming here to break tables. I'm like, okay, you are now the Cindy of our season. You are now the Cindy of this season. Ngwano, let's see how that works out. That even though that Nengi is her friend, though, that she's not mine, that she too, she's interested in kid, she's interested in that. I'm like, okay, babe, take it easy, and yeah, they were talking about different housemates, they were talking about Erica, they were talking about kid, they talked about Nengi, and I thought in my mind, I thought Nengi is your friend. They talked about Lilo and Eric, that how it's no longer a relationship, it's now a marriage in the house, that they are there to shatter tables and all, so let's talk about Erica and Ozo. So Erica, she was having a conversation. I think she was just by herself. Then Lekon asked her what's going on with her, and she said nothing. Then later, they started talking, and she was like, that she wants to leave. That one part of her wants to leave, the other part wants to stay. Yeah, that she came to Big Brother because of her career, but right now she's not feeling it. She feels alone. And later, Ozo now called her like to give him a back rub. So after the back rub, Ozo now came back to her, and she lay there in that couch, and they were talking, and they were just talking about random things. They talked about Ozo, the time that Ozo got a suspension from school. They talked about relationships and all that. At the end of the day, Ozo was like, you know what, you cannot be alone in a room or in a house full of 19 people. There's a different thing. It's my house, I can be alone, but you can't be alone in the midst of 19 people. You just have to have a way of coping, like a coping mechanism and all. Ozo also talks about himself and all that. So yeah, that's basically what they were discussing. But these people were outside saying that they were discussing in like relationship kind of thing. So I do not understand what is Wathoni's problem. Later, Wathoni was not saying that kid is not even her spec. I'm like, hey, somebody that was basically pursuing kid, and you are saying that kid is not your spec, the one that you were happy and smiling because he said he's gonna give you a child, and he's not your spec. Auntie, come on, sit down. You don't have something to say. We should find a solution to Wathoni's issue, because I don't understand all these things that she's talking about now. I really do not understand. So moving on, let's also talk about Nengi was having this flirtatious thing with kid, and then she moved over to Prince. She was sleeping in Prince's arms. Prince was busy massaging her head, and then when she woke up, I think she had this conversation with Tochi, where she also confirmed to Tochi, what did she even tell Tochi? That her relationship is just for 1 year, or has been for 1 year, and all that. There's been a lot of inconsistencies when it comes to Nengi. I'm not gonna lie, it's not as if I don't like Nengi or anything like that, but there's been a lot of inconsistencies when it comes to her. She'll say one thing, she'll say another thing. Okay, I'll give you an example. She told Lekon that she has a boyfriend that she loves, and then she now told Kid Wire this morning that she doesn't have a boyfriend, that he's her ex, and she's not even sure if she actually loved him in the first place. Then she now told Ozo the other time, I broke up before the show, that he should shoot. You guys remember that day now, that she told Ozo, I broke up before coming to the show, you should shoot your shot because she's a moving train and time waits for nobody, blah blah blah, that kind of a thing. And then she now told Wathoni during their discussion when she was head of house that she can't date anybody inside the house. And then she told the housemates that she had a boyfriend, that he's now her ex, and they dated for years. A lot of things are now adding up. I'm not even going to talk about her trips, that she's talking about London before lockdown or Mexico before lockdown. I'm not even going to talk about that. But I just feel like Nengi is not being plain. I'm not mincing words right now. I just feel she's not being plain. She's not being sincere, and if she doesn't watch it, it might cost her her game. Let me just say it, and there's a lot of stories about Nengi. Hey God, I thought to myself, should I talk about this or should I not talk about it? So I heard the gist. Now this gist is why this person actually said that it's actually Nengi that Tony, what's her name again? Tiana's Empire, Tonyin Lawani. Why is her name so hard for me to pronounce? That it was actually Nengi. I had my suspicions, and in my mind, I just felt maybe I had like 2 or 3 people in mind. I said it wasn't just one person, so I wasn't really sure because I saw a lot of cuteness and innocence in some of the ladies, so I wasn't even sure who it was. So this person now said that that it's actually Nengi, because that Nengi had a stuff with Tiana's baby daddy. She has a son. What do they call them? Her baby daddy, that's the word. That Nengi had the stuff with her baby daddy, and then this picture also surfaced of Nengi and Davido, which to me does not really prove anything. I do not know. A person has the right to have as many relationships as they want. I do not know. I don't know what this proves, but this is what I heard, and I just said, you know what, let me come and share it to you guys. But that one is not even my issue. My issue is either Nengi chooses, if she should not play, she should not lead people, how do I put that word? Lead people on. This is one of the things that Tochi told her. She said, that she's not leading anybody on, that she keeps telling them they don't want to listen, that she has a boyfriend outside. And Tochi was like, you said you had. HAD is way different from HAS. I have something, or I have something. HAVE is different from I had. I might have a phone today and I say, I have this today, and tomorrow I'll say, I had this phone yesterday. That kind of means that I no longer have it. So she should just come out plain. Basically this one person here is starting to annoy me. I'm not gonna lie. It's not as if I don't like her. Seriously, when she came into the house, she was the last person to come into the house, if I'm not mistaken. I really, really liked her. Funny enough, she was one person I was like, see this fine babe and all that. Seriously, I really, really liked her. And now she's just making me pissed. She's just getting me pissed. Like, a lot of people are comparing her with past housemates. I'm not even going to do that, because there's no way that Nengi is messy. No way. The two cannot even be compared. One thing I like about Mercy, she came in as herself. No time to do no. She'll tell you, I'm gonna do this, and she will do it, and that's one thing I like about her. And I wish Nengi could just be herself and not just win. The thing is just doing me somehow. Just stick to one person, I beg. The thing is just doing me somehow. And now there was this time, I think it was V and Mio, they were having a discussion, and then they saw Nengi with Kidwire, and she was like, I think it was V or Neo, one of them, and I said, I told you she would be there, or something like that. So I'm like, these people are starting to figure her out. Even her supposed friend Wathoni and Tricky T, we are busy casting her behind her back, saying that that they thought that she was to be with us, or now she's with Prince and all that. Necessary now, makes sense. Wrong. I just feel she should just focus on the game and stop doing all these things. Stop looking at the mirror every damn time. Stop seeking for attention. Your body already commands attention. Just own your presence. Don't always want attention. Don't always be flashing your paternity on people's faces now. Anyways, that's about it from me. This is my opinion. This is Ezinne Williams' opinion. It doesn't mean that I'm right. It means that this is my opinion. And I want you guys to tell me what you think about this in the comment section. And please, say your mind. Don't just be saying, Ezinne. It is Ezinne's opinion. And I kid you not, this is how I feel this afternoon. This is Ezinne's opinion. And I also want you guys to tell me what your opinion is. Your opinion. In the comment section, what you think about all this that has been happening, which lockdown housemates. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section. And I'm looking forward to their presentation. I think it's by 8 p.m. I think it's by 8 p.m. tonight. So I'm looking forward to their presentation. It looks like it's going to be interesting. Hopefully they win their wager, because if not, they are gonna go hungry. They're gonna be eating only Indomie and what's the name of that stuff? Munchies. I think basically, and drink a lot of soda. So I pray that they just, win their wager, because a lot of them has also been fined microphone infringement, and I think each microphone infringement costs them 5 BB naira, so they need that money. So guys, that's about it from me. Thank you so very much for being part of my channel. If you've not already subscribed, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Till I come your way again, I remain your girl, Azina Williams. Have yourselves a beautiful day. Bye guys.